All right, let's talk Mid-South weather first, and then we'll talk about what's going on with incredibly powerful Hurricane Ian. Let's start with the Mid-South and check out current numbers. Oh, it's a nice day out there. These numbers are just absolutely fantastic. 72 room temperature right now in Memphis, 78 wind. You get the idea. It feels really good outside. It's very beautiful as well. There's a fire weather warning until 7 o'clock tonight. Make sure if you're a smoker, no matter what you might be smoking, that you don't throw anything out of the car lit because fires could get out of control quickly and in a hurry. So please, any counties in red. As far as what to expect this evening, in the 50s, going to be a nice night, a perfect fall night. Obviously, things aren't perfect down in Florida. Let's update you on Hurricane Ian, which is still an incredibly powerful hurricane. As a matter of fact, let me show you I'm going to give you a track of where it is right now and what's going on with it. So let's go back to the weather computer and take that again, and let me show you what's up with the storm right now and where it's going to end up going. Now, the eye, incredibly impressive. Hurricanes always weaken once they hit land, but what's so impressive about this one is the back eye wall is incredibly strong. You don't see that as much, but look at some of these wind gusts still on the back side of the eye near Port Charlotte, over 130 miles per hour. They've already been hit once. The wind just stopped, and now it's back up to 130 miles per hour. Here is the updated track, and this is interesting because it's going to go over the Sunshine State and then reemerge into the Atlantic, and it could strengthen again as a storm and hit South Carolina or Georgia. So absolutely incredible stuff. Hey, take a live look now from our sister station in Tampa, where the camera is shaking. They dodged a bullet as far as the flooding goes, and that's another thing too. Look, flooding gets underestimated here, and it doesn't get enough attention, but it's really actually more important than the wind, to be honest with you. We have another shot from, do we have another shot from Naples? Take a look at this again. You can see the wind. This storm is by no means over. It's going to go well into the night. And what happens next? It'll be interesting. And then, of course, we'll start to get some reports in. So that is a live shot from Fort Myers, Florida. And we're going to continue to track this throughout the evening.
Yeah, John, a lot of stuff going on down there. And as you talk about Fort Myers area, ABC 24 spoke with a Memphian who now lives just south of there in Naples. Her name is Jennifer Brooks. She describes exactly what she's seeing there. Take a listen to this.
I can't see out any windows right now, so no idea what my, lanai looks like, if the screen's torn, anything like that, or if there's any damage to the house. I have no idea. That's my big concern right now, and then I'm just praying I keep power. It's flashed a good number of times.
All right, Rudy, right now we want to bring in Danielle. She's got a closer look at the storm. Danielle, the National Hurricane Center is using the word catastrophic wind damage and catastrophic storm surge occurring right now in Florida. You and I have been tracking this for a while. This is a beast.
It is. It really is a really beast of a storm, and it's going to cause lots of damage, and it already has. In fact, it has already brought tornado warnings, power outages, and flooding. Take a look at this. Hurricane Ian tearing through Florida, making landfall as a Category 4 storm. Winds clocking in over 150 miles per hour, battering the coast. ABC's Ginger Z in Fort Myers as the storm comes ashore.
Our ears are popping. We are in the eye wall of Hurricane Ian. The winds have now come on shore. That little house at the end of the dock is about to go. That water, so powerful.
155-mile-an-hour winds are incredibly dangerous. There will be debris in the air and flooding powerful enough to move cars around. If you're in those Southwest Florida counties, you need to be sheltering in place.
In Naples, fierce winds taking out power lines. Watch as sparks fly during a heavy gust. But it's this eerie sight that has areas from Tampa to Sarasota on high alert. Water receding from the Tampa Bay, Manatee River, and Charlotte Harbor as Ian draws it in, all before spewing it back out again as that dangerous 5 to 12 foot storm surge.
don't go out there. It's so dangerous to be out there. So even if you see the water receding, it's not the time to go out there and look at it.
You can even see the storm surge coming in on Sanibel Island. The water rising and flooding streets in a matter of minutes. As Ian creeps along, more than 2.5 million Floridians under evacuation orders. 30,000 workers are on standby to restore electricity after the storm. President Biden promising federal support.
We'll be there to help you clean up and rebuild, to help you get Florida get moving again. And we'll be there at every step of the way.
Several bridges in Tampa are closed at this time. You can see the videos all across social media. It's really devastating there. People are without power, and they're sending tons of crews as the storm continues to push across the state.
Wow.
And last note, the National Guard is helping out with that too. But on National Good Neighbor Day, Governor Bill Lee is deploying 1,200 soldiers and airmen to help the Florida National Guard with recovery and debris removal.
We're going to continue to pray for our neighbors down in Florida. Lots of friends and family that I know I have there, and you guys do too. So as they deal through this storm, we are hoping the very best for them as we move through.
Absolutely.
Well, back here at home, it was National Good Neighbor Day. We've had a long day today. We've been together all morning.
And we're still getting along with you, Rudy.
So with me, well, check this out. What does it mean to be a good neighbor? We were at an event this morning. Lakeitha Mason, founder and executive director of Memphis Filmworks, explains exactly what this is all about.
A good neighbor is inviting. A good neighbor is supportive. A good neighbor has an opportunity to have a great conversation with you. And a good neighbor is someone who takes the time to understand and create space for your needs.
Well, that was the voice of singer Deborah Manning, unmistakable voice that you heard there before Lakeitha explained everything to us here. But he went on to say today's goal is to celebrate and promote all the great things about each other and our collective community together. Well, speaking about great things in our